So I was doing a little Christmas shopping today on Black Friday. Outback Steakhouse was on the way home. I said, you know what? Let me check the menu. They had a bunch of new items, so I got them. We're going to try them out today and see if they're any good. So there was two different kinds of steaks on the menu. There's also a steak and cheese dip, but when I got here, they said they didn't have it. They were all out. So I'll try that another time if you guys want to see it. But we got two steaks and another entree that we have today. Not a crazy haul because, again, it's Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, and I'm not trying to, be too crazy, but that's what we have in the agenda today. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. But let's get into this video. The first up is this bloomin' onion sirloin, which comes with provolone cheese and their bloomin' onion. You can get an 6 or an 8 ounce sirloin. It's either $18 or $20. I got the 8 ounce for $20. Two sides, and of course, they forgot one of my sides. Again, bro, I'm not gonna make a big deal because I've had their side already, but of course I have to say my experience at the restaurant. More or less, this Outback right now, there's no one here. It's almost empty, and they still forgot two of my sides when I looked. So if you're in the Outback in Rochelle Park, I'm just telling you, if you have another one that you can get to, there's probably a better location, because I've had issues with this Outback with a lot of times of them forgetting my sides and things like that. But I'm here to try the sirloin, and that's why we're here. So we move. Again, not a complaint. I am just pointing it out so people are aware when they come here. That is it. Anyway, I did get my mashed potatoes, which I've already had both of their sides. This is their bloomin' onion sirloin, and it looks pretty tender. I got a piece of plastic I just dropped on here for my damn... If you can cut the steak with a butter knife, you can. So that's good. I got mine medium rare because I would never order anything not medium rare as far as a steak goes. Burgers, I'll do medium, but let's make sure we get some of this. And then there's a sauce that it comes with. So there's the bloomin' onion sirloin. It's funny, with all this freaking turkey and stuff you had yesterday, I almost am happy to be eating steak. That's a nice little just switch up. But let me get one more bite of this. Make sure I get everything on here. I didn't get a lot of the provolone, so I'm going to make sure I actually rip a piece off plastic from this fork. One more time. I'm more of a ribeye person than a sirloin person, but it only comes in sirloin. Sirloin, for me, it's cooked well. It's cooked medium rare. The center is perfect. It almost tastes like they seasoned the steak itself and not just added bloomin' onion with that same bloomin' onion seasoning. So if you like that particular seasoning that comes on there, this steak is almost covered in it. The provolone doesn't really add anything, if I'm being real, but the bloomin' onion part is nice. Crazy part about this is honestly, I would probably rather just order a bloomin' onion on the side of it and just get a sirloin. But let's try this sauce that comes with it as well. That's not sauce, it's gravy. It's mashed potato gravy. Actually works really well. That almost tastes like French onion soup now. Had to read the description for a second. That's like an accident, but a good one. Let's pair it with the mashed potatoes and gravy. Their mashed potatoes are better than a lot of places. I love the fact that they leave the skin in. Adds a nice little texture change. Again, I like mashed potatoes with a little bit more texture than preferred to a whipped mac and cheese. So for that reason, it works pretty well for me. I'm just gonna bite this. Mac and cheese would have gone well on this. That's what my other side was. $20 is pretty decent value for an 8 ounce with two sides. So I will give them credit for that. The only other place I saw that sold something similar to this at a similar price point was Miller's Ale House. And this is better than that. That one I thought was very average and unseasoned. I gave it a 5 out of 10. This one, because I like bloomin' onion, I think it's pretty good. Again, I'd rather get their ribeye or something else. So just judging it off flavor alone, I will give this a 6 out of 10 on a chain scale. It's okay. If you're a sirloin person, you'll probably like it more than me. But I'd rather just get a bloomin' onion and a steak. Next up, we have their chimichurri filet. I'm going to have to tilt this down so you can get the whole thing. But it's a filet that's seared and sliced, topped with chimichurri sauce, and it says it has a bloomin' carrot crunch. They didn't give it to me. With a choice of a steakhouse potato. I did get my baked potato, but I didn't get the other side. Again, y'all can go in there and give me a piece of your mind if you want to for me. I just want to try the steak. So here's the chimichurri. Let's try this. Their chimichurri, it's like if somebody attempted to make chimichurri that didn't know how to make chimichurri. Really, really heavy on like the parsley I'm getting more than anything. And usually when you get a good chimichurri, there's more of a punch from like that vinegar that's in there. And it's just not in there. Now, they did give me 2 containers, so I'm going to try to like get more of it. But I poured the whole first one on it. There you go. Absolutely doused. No. Nope. If you've never had chimichurri before, this isn't what chimichurri really tastes like. Like, I'll give them credit for the fact that the steak is tender. But other than that, I think this cost $30. The other one's even better than this one. I would rather get the steak without chimichurri and just do something else with that. The steak itself, compared to most Outback steaks, is incredibly bland. They usually have like a steak seasoning they put on it. They didn't put it on it to compensate for the chimichurri, which has like almost no flavor. So again, it just tastes like it's just oily parsley. Not for me. I'm going to give that a 3 out of 10. And just because I got it, I did get an Outback baked potato, which is cool. So I'm going to get that with the complete everything. So bacon bits, chives, sour cream, cheese. I think there's butter in this blend as well. You can't go wrong with a Steakhouse baked potato, so I'm just going whoop right in here. You almost don't need to do that. You can just take the whole skin off. A lot of people don't eat the potato skin. To me, that's like the best part. So there you go. They salted the potato skin too, with some coarse sea salt. The baked potato's better than the steak. Like, if I mix this together, I want to get the skin. If I mix this together, like this, I can tolerate this, but just get a regular sirloin and do the same thing. That's the best part. The damn baked potato. Like the highlight of this meal. The steak alone is unseasoned, so I would give it a 4. Adding that bland chimichurri to it probably brought it down a point. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 10. The baked potato, though, I'd just get a damn baked potato next time and be happier. Outback, not Steakhouse. Good eye. The baked potato, there's nothing special about it, but I do like the fact they coarse salt seasoned that outside and made it nice and crispy. So I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. And finally, this isn't new, but I've never had it before, so I wanted to try it. This is their Bloomin' Chicken Sandwich. This looks like a Wingstop chicken sandwich. They charge you $14 for it, though. And they didn't give me any Bloom sauce or... Bro, it's supposed to come with a Bloom sauce. There's no sauce on it. Let's try it. You want the good or the bad first? The good? Here. It's battered and seasoned the same way as a bloomin' onion. So, you really get a little bit of that bloomin' onion flavor in there. And that's pretty good. That's it. The bad, this chicken sandwich, without any sauce, is incredibly dry. It is all white meat. They got that going for them. Get a fry here. I always look for fries are decent. We're just using straight cut. Don't mind them. But I'm almost scared to bite this again. Yeah, no. I know they forgot my sauce. This, charging $15 for this, you should like be in trouble. You should actually like, someone should come in and actually give them a fine for charging that much. Let me give you an example of some chicken sandwiches that are better. Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich is better than this, without sauce. Chick-fil-A's chicken sandwich is better than this. Applebee's clucking chicken sandwich that costs $10 for both of this and a drink is better than this. I can sit here and rattle off names. This might be the worst chicken sandwich I've had at a chain yet. That's like as is, or even extrapolating with sauce. The bun is not, that sucks. And I like Outback, but this was probably the worst Outback meal I've ever had. And normally when I go to Outback, it's incredibly packed. I'm in the parking lot right now and there's like no cars here. Again, it's like 3 o'clock on Friday, Black Friday, so there's not a lot of people, which is cool. I figured it would be better. It's absolutely worse. This chicken sandwich sucks. I never thought I'd say that about anything from Outback other than those Brussels sprouts, which I ordered at this, and they didn't give me. So, I don't know, man. All I'm doing is giving you my experiences at this restaurant. It's not a complaint. It is a critique of what the hell just happened, and this is complete ass. Out of 10, I would give this a 1. Like, I would never order this sandwich again. Even with the bloom sauce, I know what that tastes like because it's the one you dip your bloom and onion in. Don't really care. How you forgot that or forgot to put it on the sandwich is absolutely wild, though. In short, today I probably just took about, because it cost me $71 for this order. I went to Burger King and been happier. I'm not joking with you. Like, the worst Outback tasting service that I've had so far, which again, I've been a person that has said Outback at first. When I first started doing chain steakhouses was my number 1. It's now the worst. And that was before I came today. It just dropped 3 rungs. You don't know. To me, Texas Roadhouse is absolutely number 1. Longhorn is really good and close behind it, number 2. And this is an absolute, like, dog water number 3. So, I don't know if you have better experiences at your Outback. I usually do, but this was, I don't know, maybe a one-off or whatever. But that's pretty much it as far as this goes. I do have something that I want to talk about real quick today. And it's more of just like an observation / question for you guys. I did Black Friday shopping today. I haven't been Black Friday shopping in, hell, I don't think I've ever actually gone shopping on Black Friday. I know back in the 90s and into the 2000s, Black Friday was like crazy back then. Like people camping outside the store and when they're waiting by the doors and they go in and they basically trample each other. And you've seen the footage by now. It was really like that. Most of my family would not do it. They would never do that. Like they're like, I ain't going with that. But I had some friends and stuff that would go every year and do that kind of thing. I know now because of things like Amazon and you know, other online ordering places that basically start Black Friday even earlier. I think Amazon started their Black Friday deals on the 21st, which is a long time from now. And then they have a Cyber Monday. So it's spread out the, you know, 1 day thing. I know Black Friday for a lot of people is like kind of like a not real thing because they mark up the prices and agree with you. But I'm more just talking about the traffic on Black Friday. The malls were empty. Like I walked around, was chilling. And that's what I decided to do because I figured it would be a little easier than having to wait to order, that I could just walk in, there wouldn't be anybody there. Garden State Plaza around here is one of the biggest malls in the country, and it's one of the most populated malls in the country. No one there. So malls are slowly but surely going by the wayside, which we know. I'm just wondering, is it just around here? Has anybody heard anything in your neck of the woods about Black Friday? Like, are there people out anymore at all? I usually order online through Amazon and all that other stuff, and I did for the most part, but there was some stuff I knew it was in some of the stores in the mall I wanted to get for other people, so I just popped in real quick and got it. I got there at 2 p.m. I went to about 4 different stores, and I was out by 2:45. That's trying to give you an idea of what it is. So I'm just curious to know, anybody else, anywhere else, like, have you tried Black Friday shopping? Have you, observed people not being there? And if not, maybe a suggestion if you don't want to do it. There's somebody writing with an Applebee's bag. There's no Applebee's around here. Damn, Outback right here is like, I ain't eating this shit. I guess he knew more than me. I suggest if you want to just get something real quick to try it out. Like, because there's no more people at the malls, if they're still going to be around. But the Outback thing was kind of a dud. But this is why we do things. We try it. Again, I know some people say you're wasting your money. I waste my money so you don't have to. This is content for me. This is things that I'll make my money back just by you watching, not by scamming people, not by taking brand deals, just by you watching. So I have no problem with that. And the food, for the most part, like, I can still give that. It's edible. It's just really under-seasoned and terrible compared to the other steakhouse chains. That's just my opinion. I'm only one man, but I try to give my honest assessment. But that's going to be the end of the video. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I know you're probably still in a turkey coma or eating leftovers and all that good stuff. So I appreciate y'all, man. Let me get my workout in. And we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.